Alright, what's up guys? So today was a really boring day. There was nothing really to do. I was really bored, so I was just sitting at home. I was like, you know what? Let me go on YouTube real quick, man. Let me see what's going on the YouTubes. What's going on in my subscription box. So I see a Machinima video, and the title of this video is called Top 10 Role-Playing Games. And I was thinking, oh, this will be interesting. You know, I really love role-playing games. Everybody knows I'm a fan. You know, I got a ton of role-playing games on my channel. You guys know I'm a big fan. I'm pretty knowledgeable in RPGs. I'm not gonna say I'm freaking Clement of RPGs or anything, but I'm pretty knowledgeable about them. So I was like, oh, let me look at this list. This list is probably pretty good. So 10 through, I would say 7, I was agreeing. I was like, oh, I've seen these RPGs before, and these make sense to be on the top 10. And then we hit number 6. Number 6. And number 6 was Final Fantasy VII. And I was like, I'm not saying Final Fantasy VII is one of the best RPGs. It's definitely not up there. I actually like Final Fantasy IX better than 7, personally. But I was like, wait, if Final Fantasy VII is number 6, this better be a good-ass list. This list better be the fucking best list ever. Because usually, you know, there's a lot of people out there that are like, Final Fantasy VII is the best RPG, and it's usually either 1 or 2. And at this point of the list, I was like, okay, so this is a top 10 role-playing games of all time. This isn't just last gen. This is of all time. So I was interested. I was like, okay, let's see what number 5 is. Number 5 would be probably pretty interesting. It better be a pretty good game. I was thinking maybe Earthbound, maybe Bravely Default. Bravely Default's an amazing RPG. Kingdom Hearts, Persona, something like that. Xenosaga, something along the lines. Maybe a Tales game. So we get to number 5. Number 5 is Fallout 3. And I thought to myself, a Bethesda game number 5? No flipping way. Could Fallout 3 beat Final Fantasy 7? Final Fantasy 7 wouldn't even be number 6 on my list. It would probably be like 8 or 9 in my top 10s get list. But these fools put Fallout 3 ahead of Final Fantasy 7? Top 10 role-playing games of all. I wouldn't even imagine a Bethesda game in the top 10. Maybe Morrowind at number 10. But Fallout 3 was a great RPG. Don't get me wrong. It had so many bugs. I didn't really like I liked some of the music in that game. And the story wasn't that interesting in my opinion. But the gameplay was good, of course. I love the gameplay in Fallout 3. But as an RPG, you kind of need to fill all those holes. You need to have great music, you need to have a great story, you need to have likable characters. That's what I see in an RPG. You can't half-ass an RPG like you can an action-adventure game and have really good gameplay and ass characters and people will like it. No, you have to have everything is taken into an account. And I was like, okay, I'm getting a little pissed off. Number 5, you know, it rustled my jimmies. That's what I like to say. Rustled my jimmies. So then we hit number 4. And this is where I stopped. I had to pause the video and go get an inhaler. I'm not even asthmatic. But I seriously had to go find an inhaler because when I saw number 4, I couldn't breathe. I literally could not breathe. Number 4, top 10 RPGs of all time is Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. Nigga, please. Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. That was a great RPG. It's probably one of my favorites. But top 10? No. And it's not over Final Fantasy 7. I'm sorry. And Fallout does not deserve to be on this list. So this is where I'm like, I'm throwing shit in my room. Like, this list is completely crap. What is Machinima doing? So I was like, okay, I'm going to give them one more chance. So number 3, top 10 RPG of all time, was Chrono Trigger, and I actually agree with that. I think Chrono Trigger is way ahead of Final Fantasy 7. I loved the music in that game. I loved everything about Chrono Trigger. That is an amazing game. If you've never played that RPG, go out there and freaking play it right now. Get it on an emulator, something. Go play Chrono Trigger. It is an amazing RPG. I definitely recommend it. So number 3, kind of they redeemed themselves a little bit. I was like, okay, Machinima, you're doing your thing. And then we hit number 2. And number 2 is a game I could ask any gamer that isn't a fan of an just the RPG genre in general, and they would give me this answer. They would say this is probably the best RPG they've ever played. Number 2 was Skyrim. I can't even talk right now because I'm so distraught. This is ridiculous. Number 2, top 10 RPG of all time was Skyrim. And I already said I wouldn't put in a Bethesda game in my top 10, but Morrowind is probably the best Elder Scrolls game I've ever played. And I think anyone that says Skyrim is the best Elder Scrolls game, you're automatically a casual RPG fan, in my opinion. In my opinion, this is just me. This is my opinion. If you think Skyrim is the best Elder Scrolls game, then you got a problem, my brother. You got a problem. Then you probably just hopped in the RPG game just now, because I don't understand the hype on Skyrim, because Skyrim is like Oblivion and it's like Morrowind, but Morrowind and Oblivion had more shit to do, and I think they were funner than Skyrim. So I never really understood the hype, and I didn't like Skyrim personally. I think Oblivion and Morrowind were still better, and I think they were way better in just everything, in my opinion. But whatever. So number 2 is Skyrim. Oh my god, I can't believe this. I am basically exploding in my room right now. My head turned into a volcano. I'm spewing out lava everywhere at this point, because I'm like, what the fuck? Machinima, some bullshit company, blah blah blah. I was cussing. I was literally like pissed off at this list, guys. That's why right now I'm so heated. So drum roll please, ladies and gentlemen. Top 10 RPG of all time. The number one, guys. Give me a drum roll. I need a drum roll, please. Bring it in. Bring it in. Number 1. This game is gonna make me fucking throw my microphone right now. Number 1 RPG of all time is Mass Effect.
Who did this?
Mass Effect, the game that has crappy frame rates. I did not like all the characters in Mass Effect. I thought they were not likable at all. The story was straight. Story wasn't the greatest story I've ever seen in an RPG, but it was good. Music, the music was so-so in that game, but yet it was the best RPG of all time. Of all time? What list is this? So at this point, I was like, I gotta make a video on this, because this makes no sense. And I would throw some other RPGs ahead of Mass Effect. Dragon Age I thought was better, personally. And that was a last gen game. I don't know how Bravely Default didn't make it. That's an amazing Square Enix game on the 3DS. I don't know how that did not even hit this list. Xenoblade didn't hit this list. Xenoblade Chronicles was an amazing game. Xenosaga didn't make this list. Persona, Kingdom Hearts, none of these games were even mentioned. In this list. And that makes no sense whatsoever to me. I don't understand this list at all. I'm gonna link this list to you guys, this video, and you guys go ahead, drop your dislike. Now I've laughed because there was this one video I watched a long time ago. It was a Xbox One video, and I was laughing. I was crying when I saw this comment. One of the comments was like, I shit you not. The person wrote down, oh, just dropping by to drop my daily dislike. And I was rolling when I read that. I was like, literally somebody's coming in this video every day to dislike it. Like, that's some real deal G shit. And I was like, I would never do that. I would never waste my time on that. But this Machinima video, after seeing this, because you guys know I'm a fan of RPG. I love RPGs. They're my favorite genre of all time. And when I see a list like this, I'm so offended. Like, I'm literally on the same boat as that guy right there. I'm going to go to this damn video and drop a dislike every day. Drop a dislike every day, because this makes no sense. I'm heated right now. I am heated. Persona 4 didn't even make it. That game has the best story of any RPG of all time. Get out of here. This is crazy. I can't believe this. Machinima, you done screwed up. I'm glad I'm not partnered with Machinima. I would have dropped my partnership. I would have dropped my partnership. Like, what is this shit? Get me off this partnership. I'd be heated right now. But yeah, I think you guys should go see that. A Tails game didn't even make it. Come on, man. You guys go watch that video. Don't watch my video anymore. After seeing this list, I'm making a list for the top 10 RPGs of all time. I'm sorry, guys. This inspired me. So in a couple of weeks, maybe a week or two, I'm going to give you guys an in-depth description of my top 10 role-playing games. Not a 4 minute and 50-second video. I'm going to give you a video. I'm going to dedicate one video to number 10, one video to number 9, straight down to 1. That's what I'm going to do, and I'm going to go into detail. So I will be doing that after seeing this video. Go watch that video. Drop your dislike, please. Drop your dislike, please. That's crazy, man. But yeah, I will see you guys later. Peace out.